weather is brought to you by the Medical Center.
Well, here in southern Kentucky, we're not expecting severe weather. If anything comes through today, it would be just rain, and certainly not the heavy rain that those folks in Indiana and Ohio saw last night and early this morning. It is mostly going to be a general rainfall, but even that is beginning to weaken a little bit as it moves further east. Here's a look at First Alert Live Doppler radar. You can see the movement of the rain just to our west as it creeps in toward the Bowling Green area. But the issue here is that the atmosphere has been worked over off to the north of us with those stronger thunderstorms and the flooding rainfall. And here the air is a little bit more stable, so it's eroding away a lot of this rain. Now, we are going to get some rain coming through the Bowling Green area this morning with that cold front as it makes its way through the area, but it will not be necessarily the flooding rains that you saw north of us in Indiana and Ohio. They did get some heavy rains this morning up in Breckinridge County, parts of extreme northern Grayson County, Hardin County. Flood advisories were going on there this morning. There's still a flash flood watch off to the north of us as you head closer to the Ohio River. But this is what you've got to look forward to this morning as you're driving into work or to school. 77 degrees right now. As we take a look at temperature trends over the next 7 days, this is good to see. Temperatures will be going down, and notice the average high has gone down 1 more degree. Yesterday, the average high 85. Today's average high 84, and that number will continue to go down. But behind the front today, after a high of 79, we fall into the low 70s into the weekend and then climb back to around 80 degrees by Monday and Tuesday, but then go back to 78 by Wednesday. So we're really not going to make it any warmer than 80 degrees over the next 7 days. It is going to be feeling like fall. Temperatures right now still rather warm in the low to mid 70s across southern Kentucky with the dew points still up there. It won't be until we begin to see some of these dew points falling into the lower 60s and upper 50s that we'll see evidence of that cold front coming through. But this morning, you can tell out ahead of it, we've got lots of cloud cover, and eventually those clouds are going to bring us some rain here in Bowling Green. Already some light rain beginning to pop up. We're at 77 degrees. Winds out of the southwest at 6, 82% humidity. Franklin, you're starting the day at 75 degrees from our HD weather cam on the square, courtesy of AAA Systems Network. Munfordville, you're at 72. You're seeing a cloudy start to the day. Up in Hart County, you've had already almost a ½ inch of rain just this morning. Tompkinsville, you've not seen rain yet. You're just under a cloudy sky in Monroe County. You're at 75 degrees this morning. Edmonton is at 75. You also have yet to see the rain there in Metcalfe County to start your Thursday morning. Around the Lake Cumberland area, that's our hometown forecast. Columbia, you'll see a high today at 77. Russell Springs, Jamestown, 76. 78. Albany, 79 for Burkesville, with that chance of rain coming especially late this morning into early afternoon. The Powerball jackpot for Saturday night now estimated at $149 million. No winner last night, so the Mega Millions next drawing is estimated at $52 million. I'll look at temperatures regionally. You can see where the cold front is this morning. It's still just back to our north and west, or actually the cooler air. The front is actually ahead of that. The front is what's bringing the rain. The cooler, drier air is actually following behind the front. 78 here in Bowling Green, but only 59 in Indianapolis, where they had the flooding rains last night. A pleasant 60 in St. Louis. Look at that cool 54 in Kansas City. They're almost 20 degrees cooler than they were this hour yesterday morning. St. Louis is certainly there, and that's the cool air that's coming our direction. Radar showing the rains moving in and beginning to fall apart just a bit, but I still think we're going to get a decent amount of rain out of this. Maybe a 1/10 to a 1/4 inch of rain just this morning into early afternoon before the cold front makes its way through the area. We'll be left with a few clouds, but mainly dry, I think, later this afternoon. There could be a few isolated showers left over. Tomorrow, residual from the front. There could be an isolated shower left over, but the cooler, drier air starts to take over for the next few days into the weekend, and we will be looking good. Feeling good, too. Rain likely this morning, mostly cloudy later, 79. 60 tonight with a partly cloudy sky, an isolated shower. Then for tomorrow, partly cloudy. Chance of a late day shower, 75. And there's your cool, dry weekend. Highs in the low to mid 70s. We do get as warm as 80 on Monday and Tuesday with a slight chance of a shower Tuesday afternoon. Then back to a comfortable 78 for next Wednesday.